One of the biggest challenges that people face worldwide, especially the urban communities, is something to do with the unemployment challenge. And this is cross-cutting. We're living in a time when quite a number of people are losing jobs. People in the UN, decisions made in America, and different NGOs in Africa beginning to downsize. I don't know that you have experienced something like that. Welcome to Rite TV. My name is Paulson Tumutegereize. I'm a priest at All Saints Cathedral, Kampala. On our series to do with growth, I want to handle this moment, something to do with growth physically, physical growth. We read in the scriptures in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 to 28, specifically verse 26 and 28. Then God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the air, over the sky, livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." And then verse 28, this is a killer for me. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth, subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, over every living creature that moves on the ground." Rule over it all. Influence it. Control it. Now we ask then, why the unemployment challenge that is before us? In our series, Growing in God, physical growth has got to do with we looking at the many things God has given us and begin to see how do we influence them in the mandate that God has given us. Friends, when we said Jesus grew in physical stature, growth in physical stature is beyond growth of my muscles and my body. It's also to do with the economic growth, how we are bringing economic transformation all around us. That when I get a job, that my monthly salary, that I'm going to save, I'm going to invest, and then somehow I begin to see how I am making Genesis chapter 1 verse 28 come to be. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it." This is not just about giving birth to children. It's to do with, as we are reading here, rule over the birds in the sky, over every living creature, the fish in the waters, and all that move on ground. That we open our minds to see that we are called to rule over all this, to influence all this, and to bring glory and honor to God as we exercise this mandate. And so, the unemployment challenge that is before us. A friend recently took me to one of his farms, and he's got cows, he's got birds, and then he has employed quite a number of people there. Then he told me, these cows, 50 cows that I have here, they are producing a number of liters of milk, but the milk is not enough. I have more demand than I can supply. Tell you what, when such a person, and works with a big organization, that person eventually is asked not to report to work, they already have jobs and they are already creating jobs. The solution for me to the unemployment challenge that is before us, friends, is for us to seek to grow in the physical sense. And in this case, to grow in taking responsibility as God has called us. The challenge most of us have is our thinking. Sorry for me to say this. We live in a world where people talk of the planned kids, but I want to say we have the planned employees. We've been trained to do the white-collar jobs, and we've forgotten to do the jobs that are mandated for us to do, the ones in the Bible. How does one rule over the birds? It's got to do with taking up a poultry unit and get dirty. How does one rule over the fish in the sea? Or maybe you create a pool somewhere in your farm and begin to get dirty with mud so that you are able to even invest in the fishing industry. When you do it, you will employ somebody. And when that person is employed, then you solve the unemployment challenge. We believe that in the economic transformation that we need as Ugandans, as Africans, as the people in this world, for us to take on the mandate of physical growth as we see given to us in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 and 27. When we do it, we begin to solve some of these problems that are before us. I pray for you, dear brother, that God will grant you wisdom to come out of the cocoon that we are in and have a mindset that our jobs are different today, different from the white-collar jobs, that all that you do to the glory of God, especially in the energy and potential that He has given you, you begin to solve some of the problems around us. So may you grow in seeing God beyond one job, seeing God beyond one corner, and physically exercise the authority over all creation. God bless you. I'll pray for you. May God strengthen you. May God walk with you. May God continue to cause you to be a solution provider and not a problem creator. Please continue to join us on Rite TV, on our social media platforms, X, Instagram, Facebook, our website, and we begin to see how we can grow physically, bringing economic transformation everywhere around us. God bless you.